Good afternoon, traders, ladies and gentlemen. 28th of October, Saturday, we're doing the weekly webinar for our Market Watch members, and for this time also the members from our training group, and also hello to all the people who will watch this on YouTube. For them, I can explain that we are always doing 4 webinars a week, one in the weekend on Saturday, and then I'll do a bit of a bigger view of the markets for trying to see more in the coming days, coming week. And this time I decided that I upload it to YouTube to give you a chance to look at it also. The list I am presenting is a mixture of what I think is interesting and the requests from my members. And today I have also added some coins which were requests from my followers on Twitter. We always start with some bigger coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and from there on we go. I can say then I have a good view what they are doing, and because they also affect, I think, pretty much the altcoin market. So always start Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and now we start with Bitcoin. We have been looking at Bitcoin the whole week, more or less, for to the downside, and that's what we discussed the last 2 weeks already. I think that I saw here a top because of a lower MACD, and that was a sign for me that there is less power. And that a correction could be expected. So when you see here the top, you can see that the MACD is lower as here. And if you go back, then you see that normally the MACD is rising from here to here. And that is all good. And then I saw that this up move was less powerful, so it has less momentum. So I was expecting a correction, and that's what we discussed past days many times in our group, that why we expect and how far, and this was our first target. I think here was our blue box first, and I was expecting a ABC leg, and that is more or less ABC cycle, and that is forming right now. This is done. This is the B leg. It's finished, and we are now again in a down channel, and what should be the C leg towards what I showed the blue box. This is also a nice example of a breakout. Well, this is also finished. This can get out. Here we have a nice up channel, but here failing. Yeah, you see again here, MACD is lower than this top. So less power. There is a higher top, but there is no power anymore. Loss of momentum. So that's again a sign to go down. And then you see the typical movements we always use, or where we anticipate, and where I tell the members how to trade. You see a typical breakout to the downside and a correction. But the correction is failing, and let me put that in the 50 minutes, then it's more clear to see. We have here the downside, down move, breakout to the downside, and the correction, and testing this trend line, and it's failing. And this is for us, that's what we teach to people. where you open a trade. If you want to short, then you short here. And I had this as an ABC move, and it missed my box on I think $2 or $3. That was my first target for just this move, but I'm expecting more. And yeah, we had a new slight some up move, and it's going down again. I'm more looking now as a B, C, and then again a correction, and then let me check, and then going down more. Of course, this is not 100% guaranteed, but this looks for me as most logical. As a correction of this total move. I'm looking for a correction of this move. This is a 5 legs cycle, and I'm expecting that this is going to be corrected. And if I do the Fibonacci retracement, it could bounce normally between the 50 and the 61, but I'm seeing some points where I'm not, that I think that it won't go that deep. First of all is that the general market, the sentiment, very bullish on Bitcoin. So that's why I think we won't correct till here. The other point is that I'm looking at this, and I'm a bit in doubt how to see this move. If I should count that as the start of this up move. For me, it's a bit weird move here. To look at this more like this, and I see also here a 5 legs move, and with my calculation in Fibonacci, it perfectly fits with the top here. We reach top exactly here. So I'm not always staying to the exact rules I'm also looking what is logical, and for me, is it logical? Oh well, this is a weird move compared to this, and then we might correct from here, and then we come in this area. It still could be here or here, but if I look at this leg, this to here, and I calculate that with my Fibonacci, then I'm in the blue box, and this blue box fits perfectly in this level. That makes me think that this is a very logical target. What I said, it's never 100% sure. Maybe you remember my first target was for the up move was more or less like this, and we just touched it here, and immediately went down. This is a sign for me that Bitcoin is weak. We didn't make a new top, so that is a sign for me that we are going to look to the downside. But never underestimate Bitcoin. It may still be possible that we do a push up and then do the correction. But for now, all the signs are for me that we're now in that correction. But if we do get a very hard push up, then we go to, I think that it was about 6,800, and then we'll do a bigger correction from so imagine that we get here, then we'll do a bigger correction from the whole cycle. But for now, I'm looking at a correction towards here, and then a new cycle to the upside. This cycle, let me see, this move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is major. It reached the target. The target is this, and it reached, but it's not said that it's definitely finished. Very important for me is what's happening now here around this line. Let me get it better in the screen. What is happening towards this line? And you can be sure that we will update you in Slack for this. And I will enjoy my weekend. Bart will be the whole weekend not sleeping and updating you. I don't know if he agrees to that, but you're informed now, Bart. Nah. We'll. I see now here also a little bit of an up move, but it's very small, and this is bearish for me. This is a bear flag, and I see this down, correction, down, correction, down. I want to see what's happening here. If I see a more or less the same structure as this, slowly going up, then we clearly have a bear flag and going down more. Maybe even here, and then like this, and then further down. Yeah, you have no life, I know. Well, for the people who are watching the YouTube, once in a while there are some comments in our chat, what is not visible for you. So if you think, what the hell is he talking about, then it's towards some people in the chats. Looking at this, it looks for me that we'll get this move and could be going like here, and then retesting maybe this line, and then going further down. But my people in our people in the room, they know that these lines are not that strict for me. It is not the fact that this is a support or resistance, it's a zone where something interesting can happen. So if we go just below that line and then do a weird move, don't think that I'm wrong. No, this line is just an indication for me that there might happen something. Let me see, it's this line. You see, I'm not that strict. It's more or less to give me an idea where to. It's more or less for me to have an idea where we are going to, where it's going to be, where it could be interesting. And to finish Bitcoin, this is the move we are watching. You've seen several very nice charts from Bart this week also, where he's doing some projection of previous moves. Very impressive. And Bart is expecting even more downside. Bart, what, 4,600 or something? What was your idea? Wake up. He fell asleep or not? 46, but I made it wider. Okay. Yeah, okay. You made it wider to be always right. You made it wider from 3,000 to 6,000. Huh? Okay. Well, that's it, guys. That's what I think for Bitcoin. And why we told you the whole week already. why you shouldn't go low on Bitcoin, because we were expecting this. And there's still a lot to go. But that could be, this could be a perfect entry for new longs. You can be sure that we will update you if there is some news or new developments that we think interesting to open trades, then we'll be there. I already looked a bit at Ethereum, and it surprised me a bit, because this is what we are looking for the whole week already, and it didn't fall like Bitcoin did, what it usually does. So I'm not sure right now about Ethereum. And what I see is it's forming a very much choppy sideways pattern. It's not a clear direction, and this is more or less a flat. And I could say this is a flat coming from above and doing here some choppiness, and normally this flat correction is a continuation pattern, so that should go to the downside. Looking at the bigger picture, there's not much changed. I still think we are heading towards C somewhere here, and then we'll go long again, where this should be the move, and even possibly already breaking out, or one more move to the downside. This should be like this, yeah. I have this line. I think it fits better like this. And yeah, so expecting a push down. Maybe when Bitcoin drops the way we expect, maybe Ethereum joins Bitcoin on that move. But on the bigger picture, we expect upsides, and a lot of upsides towards 500. But yeah, it may do this and then go. Litecoin touched the trend line. I'm still looking for a drop below this trend line. I'm expecting it. Let me see. I have no idea what this line is doing there. Get it out. If I look at this, it reached here our target. It's doing a correction down. It already touched the 50 Fibonacci. Could be enough. Could be enough. But I think I already mentioned it this week that I'm expecting some more downside to here. But also this one on the longer term upside is where I look. Definitely. But this pattern is for me a sign that it should drop out. So, well, let us, maybe it gives us a surprise and drops out a bit. Then we can switch to the altcoins. Well, and as you know, we are relying a lot on what's Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin did already some downside this week, but didn't give us that much recovery in the altcoins, and that's wondering me a bit. And maybe we'll get some recovery in altcoins when we make this move. But best for altcoins would be if Bitcoin goes sideways, and I told you this week already, it would be very cool if we get this very slowly to this zone, because I think that's the best for altcoins. If Bitcoin drops within an hour to here, altcoins won't have the time to recover. And if Bitcoin gets here or even here and then goes up again, then it's it might be game over for altcoins. Well, no, I don't want to scare you too much, but best for us is that Bitcoin goes slowly to the target, and that could give the altcoins a chance. If we check the altcoins now, then I'm starting with ADEX. Yeah, breakout to the upside, failing, but yeah, classic, testing the trend line again, and a new up move, and this is a nice candle. I think it just, oh, it was last hour, I didn't see that one. Where is it? 170. Okay. I think this is the zone where we called ADEX to you that you should buy. We had a nice swing here. That was with the fork this week. And here a correction, and let me check if this is finished. Yeah, I think this is the ABC move. No, that is wrong. Sorry. This is the ABC correction, I think. What should be enough to start a new cycle. And this is the cycle I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Let me check bigger time frame. Yeah. Then first target should be around here, and then maybe a new correction. So like this, correction, and then the fifth leg, something like that. But this all is so small compared to what is possible for this coin. For me, this is a coin which I think in the coming months will give big gains. There is a lot of development, I heard, and yeah, I'm pretty optimistic for this coin. Just checking if I can see some patterns. You can draw this one and see if it breaks here, then you have a clear, nice breakout, breaking out of this pattern. But this might also happen. Up move here, and some bad news or whatever, and then maybe go. This move, what I see here, could be very well the drop in Bitcoin, and that we get this move. And if we start tumbling down again, that's the moment when Bitcoin shoots up. Seems logical, and that we don't do a fifth leg over here. Either you are in and you are gonna watch what is happening here, around this line, or you wait. If you're not in yet, well, this is from 17 till 22. It's not that big move, but if you want to catch it, yeah, it could be a good move now. No, I wouldn't try to catch it now because it can still drop here. If you want to join here, then I would wait for the breakout here. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can be the move. And then this is a good place to enter. although it's doing then only one more leg and then a correction, but this could be more safe than going in now, because this is the risk you take. If you join, you get in now, then you might get this, and sitting in this trade for weeks before it goes. So when I pure look at the chart, at this pattern, I'd say wait for other conditions. You are right in the middle of the pattern. You see, if you should join in now, then yeah, you can hope for a nice big candle here and jump in, but I wouldn't advise. Fred is having problems with his speed, and I see 10 messages of him. Anybody else problems with streaming? All good. Fred, are you on the app? Did you log in via the app? Download the app should be better, but I think it's. Aren't you from Brazil? That's a long way, of course. Huh? I'm here in the Netherlands. Okay, yeah, maybe the internet is down in Brazil. I don't know. What I wanted to say is that if you go in here, your stop loss, if you use a stop loss, which I always advise, should be here, and that's a pretty big step compared to what your profit, your possible profit is. So from there, I would say only when you get a big fat candle, or you wait for the breakout, or what we did last week, when it gets here, then it could be a nice buy on the bottom. I think Fred is gone. ARK, not much movement in ARK. It surprises me. Last weeks, it was always ARK was one of the better bounces, like here, but it fell back, of course, because of the whole market sentiment. But yeah, these days this was a bounce, a little bounce, but this is not showing a lot. It's going sideways and not moving much. If I look at this, then we might see this another visit of the blue box, because we didn't reach the target completely. It's a small, it's a big ABC, you see, and then it's hitting it or not is peanuts, but it could also go deeper down here and visit this support line, which I don't hope. But when I look short term, I don't like this flat pattern after a down. It's in a downtrend and continuation pattern, and then maybe one more leg down. When to trade? Either when it gets down, look for a big candle here, or when it goes up again, and then try to get a breakout. It looks pretty much likely for me that this is going to the downside. Surprising. Blocknet is in on a request. Blocknet finished the ABC correction. This is target. It jumped up, but back in this area. Yeah, we have to wait. Blocknet is also a decentralized exchange. They had some news this week. They are coming with a very nice design. A decentralized exchange, and you can chart in on the screen on the side or whatever it is called, with TradingView. So that's a nice feature. But it's taking a long time before it's going live. And yeah, I followed the blocknet a long time, and I was very enthusiastic. But yeah, it takes so much time. They should be careful that not others are taking over their position. You see, it's well, like the whole market is going down, but they should somewhere bounce here, and they should urgently come with news. Otherwise, it's gonna look nasty. I heard that all their features are ready to go. They are ready to go live. So yeah, then if they go, I think this could make a big move up. So you can keep an eye on it, and if you hear something, and I know that they always bring the news first in their Slack, and like many other coins maybe do, but their news is always a bit before it's on Twitter or in Bitcoin Talk. So that could be worth following for a big move, and at least a ×2, ×3 could be coming here. Can't say that much about this. Maybe this is more or less a move correction, and then up. You see, this is easy going to 90-100, I think, but I don't know when. That's his business case for the dev team. I have to speed up a bit because we have a lot of coins to discuss. Deckard, 4 hour first. Yeah. I see this move up, correction. No. And now feels like trying to go up. This might be a good sign to take the breakout. If you're not in, I bought it this week because that's what I also told you earlier this week, because it had a big correction, about 18-20%, where other coins went down only 8%. And that was for me a reason to buy. I think here it dropped a bit more, but yeah, this could go a bit more up, and then break out. Put an alert on this line, and you might get a nice trade. Could go quick. Edge more or less the same. I think it already broke out. You see? That's and testing here. The line might be going also. What's Bitcoin doing? Let me check. It's not much. It's going up a bit. Okay. So yeah, it broke out, tested. This might be the time to open a trade, and this is not that much. Let me see. 13, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember. I told you yesterday that we would get this move, and that this would be the max, and that we get a correction and then going up. So if you jump in here, you get only one up move and then a correction, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So might be worth to let it go for now. This is not that big, and wait for the correction and then buy. That will happen next week, and I will keep this in a watch list for you guys, and then maybe we can pick it up in the coming week somewhere here. ETP was on request, and This is also a very nice example of a breakout. You see this again, the MACD. Exactly what I told you about Bitcoin. This MACD, this is lower. This top here, the MACD is lower. So there is a bearish divergence. That's what it's called. And that means that you can go to look to the downside. And it happened. Well, this was a 5 legs move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're doing an A, B, C. And this might be a chance to pick it up again. I think that this might do a bit. This is a reversal pattern, what I'm seeing. Oh, what? I'm going to the 1 hour. Yeah. This will go up again. Pretty soon. And then I can draw my bigger trend line. Could be something like this. Make a correction, and then further down, hitting the target box, and then breakout. Yeah. I don't know if it's happening, but that looks for me very logical. This is A, B, C. We'll see. We'll keep. Well, this was a request from somebody in our group, so let us. I will keep an eye on this one when this is getting interesting again. Now it's not interesting, and this is what I do. Put an alert on the upper line. As soon as it breaks that line, then we can start looking for a buy. But that may take a while, a week, maybe even more. Factum. Oh, not bad. Bigger picture is that Factum was in a ongoing downtrend. You see from here, and then it broke out here. I was expecting a breakout here. That didn't happen, and that was more or less because I thought this could be the bottom. It didn't happen, and we are looking now to a breakout. You see? Breakout, correction, testing of this line, and now going up. It's all again the same moves. Breakout, correction with a retest, and then continuation. Because this is the continuation pattern for me. We have this up, correction in a continuation pattern, which means further up. And that happens now. I think we spoke about it last week. I bought here somewhere and let it go. And because I think this is going much, much higher. Look at the upside, how much potential there is. Well, this was the crazy pump all coins had in the spring. This won't happen again for now, I think. that whole world gets that crazy. I wouldn't mind, by the way, but I don't think it will go that hard. Yeah, this is going up a bit, and it's too early to say. Oh wait, let me see. This is the start of the move. This will be something like that. Yeah. If you want to get in, I would wait. This, if you buy now, you have the risk that it's gonna correct and maybe even going back here. Either you buy here or after correction. Don't buy this candle. Don't jump in. Well, I have to correct myself. It's now just now making a new high. It's breaking this high, so this might do some more, and this could be your support line. But be prepared that this, if Bitcoin gets mad, that this could do this and then go later on. But that's the risk of buying here. You see, because I see this pattern, this, and it might drop back. There is no guarantee this is going up straight away. Game is about to break out, I think. Alert on the trend line, please, everybody. Because I think this is gonna move in the coming weeks hard. And yeah, this is more or less the same pattern I was drawing just before in ETP. I think this should break to the upside. Let me check how far. Hard to say. At least beyond this top. But also, you see, this is such a small move. This can go way higher, and game credits is doing a lot in the game industry, and there are a lot of whales in this coin, so this could go any sometime. I don't know when, but this looks at a coming breakout. Lisk. I still have the fourth leg on my screen. I'm still not convinced this is finished and this is going up. It could be, but I don't know. No. I'm not sure if this is already going up now. And come on. Okay, this looks like this, or even this. It's a tricky triangle, decent descending triangle. Is it called? I think. I don't know all the names. But it has an impulsive move and correcting that impulsive move. That could mean that it goes again because we have this impulsive move. This, of course, is a downtrend. Trend, I would say correction. So this might also drop down, more down, and then go up. If you're not in, I would stay out for the time being. I want to see more clarification what size it goes. We had the same, I think, this week in NEO. that I said this can easily break to the downside and then go, or break on the upside and then go the other way. It's tricky always. So be careful with this one. This is a request Monaco from Twitter, but it had somewhere here. Was it here? Yeah, in August, end of August, it had bad news about something with their debit card or something, and it was dumped hard, and it's still in the downtrend. You see, this is downtrend, and nobody can tell you where it is going, how far this goes. Well, at least I can't. I don't see here any signs where this will end. This might very easily go to this area or even this area. I would stay out and only jump in if it breaks out to the upside. But if a coin has how can I say that? If the development team comes with strange news and disappointing news, then I'm always very careful for the rest of the history of the coin. This might be pumped. Let me see. Fred, yes, I have problems with screen. Sound now is okay, but again, had candles and lens. Fred, can you maybe change? Are you on Chrome? Internet Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox? Try a different. Yeah, I'll go on, but I'm trying to help you. Yeah, he's using the app, Bart, I think, but I'm not 100% sure, but maybe he should try Firefox. I had also problems, and Bart also, I think, with Chrome and for TradingView. And when it was lagging, and when I changed to Firefox, it's okay now for me. Okay, Fred, let me know. Otherwise, come in Slack. If it is not working great, then otherwise come in Slack and we'll help you. What I wanted to say about Monaco is this looks like a bottom, and maybe it is going up from here, but this might very well go down again, and then this, yeah, or go here. But I'm not touching this one before I see really positive, good news, and when the development team can win my my trust. And well, it's a bit gone, and I want to see really positive developments before I go in again. Neo. Yeah, not much to say. It also almost touched again this box. Trying to get up. This is not convincing. It reminds me of ARC. ARC was already a bit going down, but this is not going up very convincing. Also, it had this. It was earlier this week, but this could also easily drop, and then this, you see, you have this move here, and here you could see one. This could easily drop again, and then into the blue box. It surprises me. I had expected more from Neo. Omisco had some good news yesterday, partnerships and new roadmap. but the sentiment didn't help, I think. I don't know. It had a nice move yesterday, but it is back to where it started. Maybe this is the bottom, but yeah, I don't know. I expected from here more this up move. But you can see this is typically that the market is still much in doubt where to go, and we don't see clear directions in altcoins. You only see a few altcoins going wild or going up, but a lot of them are going sideways, and it's still a very tricky market. We had a long ongoing downtrend, and it's still not convincing. To go back up again. This is nothing. So yeah, hard to. I can't give any advice about this one. For instance, if you should, I can give an advice, and that is, if you're not in, stay out for a clearer direction. This looked first like a nice up move, correction, up move, but it failed. So better stay out and wait for clear direction. Another request, pay. You know, I always look at the bigger picture first. Always go to the bigger picture, daily candles, daily view. What to see? It's going down, huh? And just waiting for a clear breakout. Yeah, it's more or less same pattern as movement as we saw in NEO. Geotechnically, I can't do anything with this, and this is what we saw a lot the past weeks. You see here a nice breakout and jump up, but failing again, and here also up, correcting and failing again. That's very typical for this market these days. Store was a very nice call from Bart this week. He called it here, I think, like here, and then it went in no time to almost times 2. It is now correcting. Let me see. This could be the correction. No. Trying to find something, guys. I'm not. I think this move up was because of the listing of Poloniex. I don't know if there is any more news for them. Maybe some of you can check it or tell it in Slack. What's if there is more for Store. Otherwise, I would say wait till you see here a nice breakout, and it's not that far away. But it also might go here and then maybe go. But yeah, it's just like every other coin. Tricky market, be careful. And use tight stop losses. Yeah, okay, that was a good catch. Bart is telling that he saw that this one was on one exchange 50% higher as on the other exchange. So now they are both tanking down. Okay. Stratis also looking to break out. It's something with SGCX and Store. Yeah. Okay, we discussed this in I think in Slack. Yeah. So if people want to know more, check Slack. Yeah, you see here already a line. It's more or less this is the line, maybe. Let me see the bigger picture. This line. I don't know. In the past, I had this one. Yeah, and then I said it can go to 80 at least. Yeah. Where is my? Let me see. Where is my box? Where was my target box? This is a very old chart. Well, for cryptocurrencies, we touched the box, my target box, and now trying to get out. And if you see this line, it's now drawn here. Wait for the clear breakout. We reached my target. We did it this week, I think, last week, and this is from end of August. We finally reached the target. It's funny because many people said when I posted this, oh, it's not possible, we're not going that down. Well, we reached, and now maybe we'll get a breakout. And that's why I also said earlier this week, don't buy it yet. I want to see more confirmation that it's going. Of course, if you buy it here, you have a nice profit already. But I'm looking at the numbers. Are they correct? Because that was not shown on my chart before. Did we go to 40? Wow. Crazy. But it's very hard for these coins which have such a downtrend. It's very hard to buy at the bottom. It's an illusion to buy the bottom, I think. You could have bought here, but then you still have the chance for this because it's still in the downtrend. And this is still in the downtrend, guys. This is just a correction of this. This might still go down like that. So wait for the clear breakout. If this breaks out, then you might jump in. But I think the whole market needs to be better before we can see such movements. Syscoin, we called it here. Yeah. One leg up, correction, one more leg up, and retraced from the blue box again to this support line, and now it can make this. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C correction, and then further up. There might come some good movements in CIS. It's already pretty strong the last days, and it might do some more upside as only here, maybe more even. So could be worth to get in. Trust, yeah, it's not much to say about. Long term, I'm in long term board here, and called it also for you here. Lots of peaks, you see. I'm not sure what that is all. What it all is. Is it also? Yeah. Surprises me always. This volume peaks. Well, I picked it up here because I think this is a good bottom, and yeah, this needs time. That this might take another 1, 2, 3 months, and then might go. Lead dev of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin is also advisor here. Maybe that helps in the future. This is just a nice bottom call. Now, bottom buy. No, I don't know why this is in UBIC. Not much movement. Taking it out. VIA touched the target already some time ago. When was this? A week ago. More or less a week ago, it finally touched target. And this, let me take a look. This is a big, this was a pump this week, and now going, so might do, not sure, but it looks like it's picking up again. And what I told you already several times, once this one is going, it has always strong movements. Well, also to the downside, as you see here, but also up like this. You see, boom, boom. This can go really hard. So some of you are in against the loss now, and I told you keep it, because long term I'm still very positive about this one, and this will go. Well, you never have guarantees, but I'm aiming for a new or reaching the, well, no, I'm looking for a new all-time high, but that might take some time. It's taking way more time as I expected, but yeah, the whole market is poor now, and you see this might even do this and then go. We just need a better sentiment in the market, and this will pop up hard. This is one of the best performance in the last days, but it's not interesting, I think, to jump in now, because this is my target. You see? But this might be the third leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this reaches this box and starting a correction, I will inform you what we can do. Okay, Fred, we will talk about that in the Slack, yeah? That's our group secret. Not gonna tell that on YouTube. Let's make them curious. Request for waves. Yeah, also slowing down small candles here on the 4 hour. Let me see, on the 1 hour. It's showing more or less a flat pattern. It's coming from here. You see, here, down, correction, down, correction, down. Is that true? Yeah, it could be. It slightly touched the target box, but it already retraced so much. Look at this. Here, in just 2 weeks, from 130 to 60. It's crazy. And I called it a lot, that I call it also here and here, that it could make some big moves, but then the market collapsed, and this one got punished very hard. I still think this area is a nice area to buy, and when I look short term, well, this is a nice up move, with all these going down. Might give another one push down, but yeah, I'm unsure what is going to happen here. I can make very nice stories, but I'm not going to tell you bullshit. So, want to see more clearance here. Ripple sideways, not much to tell. Well, you see there is a breakout, but this is not convincing. These are convincing breakouts. You see? Not this. This is a pushy breakout. It reminds me of other coins like Neo also. It's going a bit, but it feels like it's waiting for direction. Verge, we call it here. It was also on the trading view. So people who are in watching this on YouTube, they picked this up because of my call on trading view. It bounced perfectly here. Had a nice jump last week. Correction and going up again, and this should go to here. Yeah. Zero coin. Nice movement today. You see, it's now going to trying to breach, to correct the previous high, and yeah, if it corrects this high, then it might go up more and more. And there I heard something about master nodes for zero coin. So this might go way more higher, I think. I'm long term aiming for this one for much more profits. Zen. I'm still looking at the downside for Zen. A, B, C. Look, it broke it down here. And it's also more or less in a flat. Not looking at these spikes. And yeah, this feels for me also. Look, downside, downside, correction, downside. So might be very well possible that we of course we had this very big up move, and this is where we told you to stay out. Don't buy. And I'm not convinced this is the total correction. I think we're gonna see a bit more. If it gets here, we'll inform you, and we will discuss it in the market watch. Maybe we can pick it up, because this was in the Palm Beach report, and that's why it made this crazy move. But on long term, this has apparently big potential up. But we'll let the price come to us. And I hope that next week we'll get our first own reports. You people in Slack know. For those on YouTube, we have our own researcher now, fundamental analyst, a financial journalist, who will bring out also reports for smaller unknown coins, which might give us huge profits in the future. So I'm very excited about it, and it's a great extra service. Hopefully coming week some reports. We have a back holder in Elastic, and he wanted this one. Let me see. You see? Same patterns. I don't know if this is it. And this might try to go up and break out, but I see a repetition, a repeat here and here and here. I don't see any guarantees that this is going up. MACD is going up now, nice. We have some space in RSI. Yeah, but it might also go here for a while or drop here. If I look at the patterns, then I wouldn't be surprised if it tanks even more. And it already tanked a lot. What's the price? 4.6. Wow. Because I remember that we did some trades around 10, 11. Here we did some. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we did. I think here some trades. Maybe here. I don't know. Was it here? I think so. Yeah, this was it. But then, yeah, market-wide, the sentiment went bad and then tumbling down. So here also, wait for a really good breakout. If you want to trade this, wait for a good breakout and a retest of the channel, of the line, and then pick it up. But don't gamble and buy it here or here, because it can do exactly this again, like this. It can do it again here. So don't buy it here. Buy it somewhere here. But then we want a breakout, a correction in a continuation pattern, and we will inform you, and then going up. But the market is still, yeah, not convincing where it's going. Oh yeah, somebody asked for ZRX. Same. Like others, yeah, going sideways and a bit down. Well, it had a lot down. It's going a bit more sideways now. And this is a matter of time that they will come with news and then should go to the outside, to the upside, but that could take also some more weeks. We can do very quickly some others in from the Binance list. I have here, which coin is this? Walton. What is this for a strange candle? It's the first time I see this one. Oh, we are on the daily. This is not correct. You see? It's going to 0. And where is it now? And it's gone. How strange. Let me see. That this is 81. We bought here in this spike down. We bought. But I want to check what was that strange candle. Yeah, you see. How weird. Well, forget about it. It's I followed this coin because I bought here. So there was not the next day. There was no candle to 0. So I'm looking for a more or less this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't see a lot of action right now. How to delete? Where is here? Let me see. You see, there is also not a lot of action. Waiting for direction. Can't say a lot about it. Same goes for gas. Not much action. Had a long retrace. We might get some action in the coming days. Difficult to say. To be honest, I expected more here already, and some action on Chinese exchanges, but it keeps continuing, doing nothing more or less. Same here. This is Kyber. Slowly. Last one. Mothership. We talked about it already several times. That this is more or less the bottom. Yeah, looks like to be the bottom. You see, it had a small breakout, retesting. Maybe it goes now. It has some news yesterday about cooperation with a bank or something. But as you know, I told you several times, this is a coin where I expect a lot in the coming months, not even weeks, in the coming months. And then I'm talking about times 5, times 10. Time 10 is here. Times 5 is here, yeah. Let's aim that for 2018. Okay, that's my last one. Anybody questions? I followed the chat more or less. There is not much to say now. Verge updated the roadmap. Yeah, could be. That might be the reason for this up move. Anybody else questions, or are we going to celebrate the weekend? I don't see anybody typing, so I don't think there is coming a question. Okay, then I would like to thank you all for attention and for watching, and for everybody who's watching this on YouTube. We are doing this 4 times a week, and catch me up on email or via our website if you are interested to get more information. And yeah, maybe see you next time. Thank you all, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.